one caught my attention because, of the binding, of course. I always have been looking at the binding quality because it's rather, I wouldn't say, but it's pretty easy to put ink on paper. But the binding which really makes a big difference, and this has been one of the best jobs which I saw.
This was the one of the carton which was in the luxury category. So overall, it's very simple but yet unique looking pack to me.
POS right now is a very, like a cluttered kind of a thing. So making the design really work with the help of technology to give the user a far more richer experience of the product is something that will help the brands in the long run.
So the thing which has captured my eyes is a converter who has done this polybag printing. It's done on an LD, and the best part is he's used local string to give it a pouch feeling.
I think this book is amazing, and each and every page has different format, and each and every letter has been shown in a different way. I think it's for the kids, and they will be really interested in learning, in this interesting manner. The finishing is quite good. The conceptualization, I think, is the hero of the book. In fact, my favorite in this entire book will be this part where they're showing W and M in a very interesting way.
To me, the best is the cigarette pack. The printer has printed about 10 million packs in some 25-26 days with different creative on like customized printing.
This is a Divya Deshna, which is so very nicely printed, very neat and clean printing, and also a very nice binding of this small booklet. So I like this very much.
You see this 3D part in bit, but which actually is inbuilt in the media itself. So there is a holographic foil. This technology can be rolled back to all the possible media.
I've also seen the intelligent use of different kinds of paper, like in this book, where you have a combination of different types of papers. You've got 3 different qualities of papers that have been used for the inside covers, the cover, as well as the outside box, which is not visible here. And what I found quite interesting was the way they've used, they've actually done silver printing on the paper, after which UV printing has happened. So there's silver lamination on top of which they've used UV.
This is a brochure which is without the binding, and when I say without the binding, it really, this would be called as a spine, and there is no binding. This is all pasted, and the one piece brochure which comes up as 27 feet, that sort of it.
So what I like about it is then the design, because it's very simple. It makes the picture the hero, and doesn't try to like play with it too much or congest it or anything. Just one image per page, and it's beautifully done. I think this is the closest I've seen a printer achieve a genuine photo print or a silver gelatin print.
It goes in the shelf, this item. You can smell it and you can pull it. It's really cool, very nicely finished with a fragrance in it.
The result is different than normally that you would see in any duotone books, where usually a special color and a black is used. This is a little different. Plus, of course, we do see this kind of binding, but it's not so much that we do see all the time. It's a little different, the binding in this. It's a neat job.
This is something that really caught my eye right in the beginning when we were judging entries. I think it's a beautiful looking box that almost looks like a UFO. They say it's handcrafted because it was impossible to create so many boxes that were made by machine. So it's handcrafted, and there's this almost a surprise inside that you see this galaxy printed here.
These are basically printed like separate tiles, and then they are like put together to give you feel that of a tiled wall. This in interior business, this is a very classy and expensive, very rich looking kind of a thing. But the problem that they face is actually when you actually mount tiles on the wall, it's very difficult for them to keep them in the same place for a long time. They break and the things like that. But none of that can happen with this. So in my opinion, printing industry has helped interior designing industry. They are solving that problem.